EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play action. It's Eason. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Third down.
They go play action with Eason. Looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On the return is Cohen. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10.
33-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, it's Locke. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Locke. His throw incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. But now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing his Lock on third down. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Indianapolis.
First and 10, Taylor now. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
25-yard line.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Early on the carry.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And incomplete, a disappointing drive. Dropped there defensively by the rookie, and now fourth down.
He was defended by Julian Blackman.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes. But the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Second down, here's Eason. That's pulled in by the rookie from USC, Michael Pittman. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Taylor, the ball
making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
By Bobby Wagner.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. From the 39, Locke. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll start with a give to Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Eason on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
And 10 yards to go.
Here's Eason off the play fake. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Locke now on 1st down. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
6-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4. Interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Todd Gurley. His 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that. That maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 53 check 53 check, 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 check. No.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Completes it to Watt. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
Defended by Julian Blackman.
Throwing again. Locke. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Steelers 14. Colts nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 16 yards, a first down.
First down.
On first down, Taylor. taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Joe Hayden from his quarterback position on the sack that time. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Rivers on the money, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation where they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st down.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. J.J. Watt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the... Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right at the line of
no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Colts 16-yard line.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Nyheim Hines on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, Well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. 60 orange.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Rolling to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Block working out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10
at the 20.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Tony Jefferson.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for Paris Campbell. Incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yards to go.
From the gun is Eason.
And he'll find Pittman. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
From the gun, Locke. And the catch made by Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
18-yard line.
Here's Locke to throw. It's complete to Watt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
On play action, Locke. He'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Todd Gurley. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Steelers 24. Colts nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
2nd and goal from the 1. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Next the score, Steelers 31, Colts nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That one goes for 30 yards.
First down.
Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
They run once more with Taylor. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun, Eason. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
4th down.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up
for Eric Ebron, you know, the Steelers, his 3rd team in 4 seasons. Started in Detroit and then played 2 years with these Indianapolis Colts, even making the Pro Bowl in 2018, following a season which saw him catch 13 touchdown passes. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And that is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Steelers 31. Colts nothing.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, Eason.
At the 33-yard line.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Hey, here we go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Third down.
On third down, Eason. And my goodness, another interception. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10
right at the 30. Throwing after the interception. Eason. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
to throw on 2nd down. Eason.
Nice rip.
And now here is another interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but
there he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10. At their own.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He was looking for Michael Pittman that time.
And now it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Looking deep for Hilton. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Indy. 59 yards. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will extend this big lead.
Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
And 2 yards.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go play action with Eason. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Play action. It's Eason. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Eason. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
A 33-yard attempt.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a play in the...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me,